Now that we've established in the previous video what's still canon in the Star Wars universe and what isn't, the next step is to figure out what's worth our time. Obviously, if you're a completist, you'll want to see it all. But some of us, who have neither the time nor dinero to consume everything, have to be a little more judicious with our two biggest resource pools. So, of the 50 or so items that we have confirmed are still part of the official Star Wars universe and continuity, what's there that either gives us a better understanding of what we've already seen, or gives us new insight into the events that unfolded outside of the 7 movies? I'm going to look at it all in this trilogy of videos, and I'll group them by media type. This video will address movies and TV, Part 2, all the books, and Part 3, comics and other. I'll designate each entry as either yes, no, or maybe as to whether you should bother with it, in my opinion. Let's dig in. Duh. See all the Star Wars movies, even the prequels. I can't imagine there's anyone who would bother to watch this video that hasn't seen at least the 6 George Lucas films. Each film will get its own video on this channel down the line, but if you are interested in Star Wars, you shouldn't avoid any of them. While your enjoyment of the new trilogy probably won't be affected if you haven't read every Star Wars comic, it will make a lot more sense if you've seen the other movies. Going forward, there will be one new Star Wars movie each year, starting with Rogue One this December, the story of the band of rebels that stole the plans for the original Death Star featured in Episode 4. Next up is Episode 8, The Main Cast Strikes Back. Then an unnamed Han Solo solo feature. Then Episode 9, Return of the Main Cast. And finally, a solo Boba Fett outing. That's it for what's announced, but as long as the movies keep printing money, I think we can expect the stories from a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away to eventually catch up to present day in Episode 497, The Heat Death of the Sun. As of now, there are only 2 TV series considered canon: The Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels. The Clone Wars, which had a 6+ season run between 2008 and 2014, covers the Clone Wars conflict and fills in the gap between Episodes 2 and 3, following primarily Anakin and Obi-Wan. It also includes a feature film that consisted of 4 planned TV episodes cobbled together and is insufferable as a movie, mainly due to the new character Ahsoka and a plot focused around a Huttling. Now, as of this writing, I have not even completed Season 1, but I will say that after the initial annoyance I had with the characters, the show did get better. Whether or not you agree with the direction that the prequels went in general, this seems to be following them fairly well as far as storytelling and tone. In fact, the characters seem more fleshed out here than in the prequels themselves. This is a definite yes as far as non-movie canon goes. I plan on releasing a video about each season as I finish watching them. The other TV series is still underway. Star Wars Rebels covers the time period beginning 5 years before Episode 4 and follows a band of rebels as they fight the growing influence of the Galactic Empire. I was leery of this show for a while, mainly due to the poster, which shows the main character as a spunky kid with a futuristic slingshot. Yeah. However, now that I have seen an episode, I found that I like most of what I saw, and there seems to be some promise here. The show has completed its 2nd season, with a 3rd planned for 2016. This is another easy yes for expanding the story of the films. I'll do season reviews of this show as well when I complete my viewing. From some of the Season 2 and 3 promos I've seen, it looks as though this series may go on to cover plot threads that show up in Episode 7 and future Star Wars sequels. See you for Part 2, where we'll do some book learning. Until then, you know what to do.